Hello guys, today the second part of the transmission of Accord Prelude. So what do we do now? If you don't have let's just say Vice or whatever, so I do this video just for you guys, to give you some tricks, to have everything more stable, more easy. So okay, today we remove the shaft, so we start to remove all the gears one by one from here. And yes, the first I told you what you have to do. You have to remove this nut completely loose, and we remove it one by one. I will show you how to keep everything in sequence. So when you put it back, it will be easy for installation. Okay, this is a number 32. You can use a gun, bucket wrench, how you want to call. So try to take a rag and all the gears. That's it. It's off. 32 millimeters with a nut. What myself I use, you can use a screwdriver, okay, and put everything inside the hole of the screwdriver. So let's just say the nut, okay, the way it goes, okay, this is not important right now because of course I got this way. So everything going this way, you remove. So now you have to remove this bearing, and step by step, you put everything on the screwdriver. So remove the washer. See exactly the same like you remove. Get the screwdriver. Okay, put inside the screwdriver. Okay, next let's remove the bearing by hand. So the bearing go like this, and then you put on the screwdriver the same way goes. So the second bearing, also try to remove it complete. So I will keep it together, the bearing, so at least this will come off. Same way on the screwdriver. Now first the gear. So this one it's one. So this hits first the gear, the bottom, then you change to the second, then the third, and then the fourth. So let's remove this one by one. Inspect. So you remove like this again, same thing on the screwdriver. This gear, check. So again on the screwdriver, and if the screwdriver fill it up, get another screwdriver. Okay, the second gear, another gear, no sorry, the second gear. Okay, back. So sometimes the gear can be hard to remove, just to get a small screwdriver and then turn, make sure it doesn't chip the gears, and remove. Again, go here, the screwdriver. Now let's remove the second gear. This is the second gear. Okay, let's try always remove. Nice. So check the bearing, everything. Check the gears, the needle bearing here inside. You see I have needle bearings. Okay. Always the direction how this goes. So remove it step by step. This with the synchronizer. complete synchronizer with I forgot to say this in English, in italiano è manicotto scorrevole. Again, go così, manicotto scorrevole. So this the what we removed before was the synchronizing for the second gear, so what engage the second gear. Okay, now this is the big gear, this is the first gear. Okay, let's remove from here. Let's start nice clean. Okay, slowly also for the button, so you can even do as well with the big gear. With the gear we can pry a little bit or just remove and couple mallet. So use the mallet here, push the gear, everything together. Or what you do is just snap this like this on the nice soft place. So when we scrap this, just do this one like this, snap on the floor on like this one. I'll show you, let me see if it works. So you do this and the gear come down, because these are heavy gears. So and all the pieces come together. So this you can put back here on the housing. So use the housing as bench. So remove this one. Let's remove again. Put down. See, just hammer upside down. Hammer this upside down in a very soft, not the steel, not the bench. Make sure you have a soft here, and because this one is heavy gear, so the heavy gear will push everything down. Then you put it here, and we have all the pieces one by one. Okay, this one you remove like that, and put in the same thing. See, remove this one here on the screwdriver, and then you remove the hand, the first gear. So you have these washers, just the washers. You can start inspection. These are the first gear. It's in very good shape. I don't see nothing wrong. And you can try the synchronizer, how they grab. Yeah, always it's better put the synchronizer brand new when you rebuild the transmission. Just inspect the synchronizer. This is what when your first or second gear grinding, because of this one. Because this one, what happened, this grab on the gear anytime you put in first. This is the same first gear. So grab it here and then grab the first gear, right? So if this one is just a turn over, it doesn't grab, I mean the synchronizer is bad. It sometimes can fail as well, the gear. Can fail the gear from here. Always inspect everything. I would suggest always to put a new synchro. Especially for the first and second gear. And third sometimes they're always the worst. The second gear is almost the worst go. So needle bearing are good. Like I said, it's a trash washer. You can leave it here if you want. To inspect the pinion. Make sure it doesn't have chipped teeth or nothing. This look is still in a pretty good condition. Yeah, now what I want to show you guys, I want to show you, we put it back together because this one is just you know, to remove it, put it together for the pinion side. Okay, put again here and you start from the scratch, right? So make sure that you have the washers, the thrust washer. Then you start to put the first gear. Okay, make sure turn. So this is what I've done. So if you see here the screwdrivers, so I put the screwdriver close to the bell housing. So now I will put the back, I will remove. So if I remove like this, so I will put like this. See, this will go here, no problem. Again, guys, I forgot this. I was saying in English. Sorry about that. In Italiano, it's manicotto scorrevole. This is what to keep this one. After show you together. So this one sometimes you need to tap a little bit. Small tap. Always use the screwdriver handle. Okay, it's in. So then again, next pieces. So the synchro. So go like this. What we remove, the same sequence we remove. Set. This is the piece between the first single and for this second gear single. So this is what engage the first gear and second, where the fork goes here. Here go the fork. So make sure that they grab the teeth. They just have to turn over, make sure engage. So it's in. So make sure it's at the neutral position. Okay. Okay, the gear, first the gear goes smooth, and then when engage, this is when engage. So now it's one piece. So that means the first gear is engaged. So let's move on second gear. Okay, this is a bell button. Always this one go towards the synchronizer. So this is a little bit small teeth. So let's do it. Okay, make sure to move. Again, guys, this one it's just disassembly and assembly. So you guys, if you get confusing, at least watch this video, you know what you know. But always you have to inspect everything. So the gears here pretty very good in this transmission. And then slide. Okay, make sure you just turn all the time because they go in place. So now we have a first second gear. So now when we engage the gear, so of course this engages second gear. Okay, and the first gear gotta be free. Okay, first gear turn, and the second gear go with all the shaft. Okay, good. So let's put in gear in neutral position. This is a neutral position. So free second gear, free, a little bit free first gear. Okay, now let's go the other gear, third gear, perfect condition. Put it back again. I will remove it. Okay, so again, now the other gear. Okay, the same sequence we remove. Okay, so this gear we remove like this. So remember, these are going down, so these are go up and these are go down, so they meet. turn until the spline meet each other. Okay, so what is left? So these are the screwdriver, the parts are left. So we remove the gear like this. So remove from the screwdriver, you put it here, turn, then we remove, remember we remove this gear, this bearing, exactly the same, put it here, I want to show you guys. Okay, so making sure this will go in, nice and smooth. So then this bearing, remember it was a washer. Okay, so this one go like this. Okay, so the bearing, so it go like this, the bearing. Remember the bearing here have the numbers on top, so the numbers go on top. So if it does, sometimes it doesn't go the bearing in, you can simply use the socket to remove the nut. You can do like this. That's it, it's in. So then put the special washer. Remember, special washer, the same way you remove. And then we have left only the nut. Put the nut, you torque what Honda say. Here of course you don't use the gun. Yeah, and this is done. And then after, when you finish the torque, don't forget to, to bend here, so don't get loose. You see guys, always memorize how much thread come out, and you have to bend this part of the nut to lock, so everything is smooth. So the gear, everything, for first gear, this is first, perfect. So and then this is a neutral position, so the first gear will move. This is first, like I say, this is the neutral position, so the gear as well is free, numbers the second. So I put the second gear, so the first is still free, and this will go with the axle because it's engaged with the shaft. Everything can work, free, bearing free. And this is the shaft, the first shaft, where is the first and second gear. Now we pass on the main shaft. Now we pass on the main shaft. We use here always the bell housing because it will be easy and neat. Okay, now first of all, okay, we have this one on top of the bearing. Okay, just to remove. Okay, again we use our screwdrivers. Okay, here what we have a third, fourth and fifth gear. Okay, here we can use the screwdriver. Anyway, this we know will go on top of the bearing. Okay, so let's remove the bearing. Let's say easy. Try to don't force nothing, to don't use too much a pry bar or screwdriver. You can use a screwdriver, but make sure you don't, make sure you don't bend nothing. Guys, the gear is off. Okay, so be careful, don't use the hammer or something to remove the race from here, because what happened, the race can separate from the ball bearing, and then hold the ball bearing, you destroy the bearing. Okay, just to make sure. So this is the way it goes. Okay, we put on the our screwdriver. Actually we use the other screwdriver, this one. Bingo. Okay, put on the hole here. Now this one, this is the lock on the housing, like this. So and then try to remove complete. This is the synchro from the fifth gear, sorry. There is one synchro. Just to check, make sure, check the synchronizer. You open like this. Check if you have any groovy here. Check this one. The synchro if it works perfect. Okay, remove as one piece. So go here. And this one is the needle bearing. So you remove a complete with the fourth gear. The fifth gear, sorry. So you have to remove only the fifth gear. Okay, let's remove this one. Make sure remove the bearing first. Okay, like this. Here. Then remove this, the fifth gear. Perfect. See, with all the needle bearing, inspect here. Now remove this one. This is what to keep the two fourth, fifth gear. That's it. Okay. So you go. Just inspect the needle bearing of the gear in the screwdriver. So now the screwdriver fill it up. You get another screwdriver. Okay. You put it here close to you. Okay. Now let's go to the synchronizer. The synchronizer between the third and fourth. So I mean when it's here, one piece, go down. Okay, so we need the other screwdriver. So remove this one for the synchronizer. Inspect the screwdriver. That's it. Remove primary gear. Make sure you have here the washers. So I put it here in the same way and inspect all the shaft. This is the primary shaft. This is where your clutch goes. Okay, so check all the gears. Let's assume everything is good. No, let's assume this everything is good. I hope everything is good for your transmission too. So and then to assembly the reverse. So the washer here, put it here. Okay, make sure always everything moves smoothly. And again, let's check all the synchro. Make sure you have no problem. You see engage it properly. So when you try to, so this engage, this synchro is good. Okay, put it back. Okay, so it's a free because you have a needle bearing. So I'm going to put the needle bearing. So now a perfect. Again, for the synchro, this is what engage this gear with the top gear. Put it back. See, make sure everything is good. And turn the gear so this will engage together. So now they are engaged. This is the lock what you have to hear. Okay, again, let's put this one. You can put this one here. Okay, so these are the other, this go like this one. Remember this hold this gear and this hold the other gear. Okay, let's put like this. So this is installed. So with this sequence of the screwdrivers, you don't get lost, because you take now what was a last to remove will be the first. So now step by step, you see, don't get confused. Needle bearing, this you know, okay, this go like this. Of course it can go like this, you have to go like this. Making sure you have a needle bearing, making sure to turn. We have this one. Okay, making sure it's nice in. Then this, just a piece. If it doesn't come out, don't worry about. Just go like this. When you see this notch, go here on the open. Okay, put it back. It's a meeting with the gear. So we are here to put this back. This is the synchro. Put it back. Okay. Make sure it's nicely in. Make sure everything is inside. You can use the hammer handle. Okay. So then this one, the needle bearing. To put the last synchro. So this one, make sure. See if this I don't worry about. So this will go here. This is a piece of steel, whatever you want to call. This is to make sure the synchro is properly engaged. This will go here. Manicotto scorrevole. Okay, so this will go here. So these are sometimes in lots of, see, now it's engaged, go down. Make sure this will go in. So that is it there. So then we have this one. Go here on these two notch. So you have a notch here. 1 and 2. This notch. Okay. Then the bearing we removed. Yeah, make sure. See if the washer come out. Make sure. Sorry. Clean the washer and put it back. Okay. Make sure this will go here. It doesn't move. Because the bearing keep everything together. That's it. See, now it's good. And then at the end, this. Finish. Let's see. Be sure the gear move freely. Disengage. Disengage the other gear. Okay, these are free. These are free. And this of course moving with the shaft. This is a neutral position. It's a move. It's a free. It's a free. Okay, this is the other gear, the fourth gear. This is the fifth gear. Okay. Okay, this one. Guys, you have to make sure always the gear make this noise. But this engage. See here? when I make this engage, it means work. Okay, so this one is a neutral position. So this go is a free. Everything is gotta be free. Yeah, this turn together. Okay, so when you engage, see the noise, that the click. This one as well. See, nice, and engage the 50 gear. So free the fourth. This will be one piece. Guys, you always make sure, like I say, the notch from the synchro are perfect inside the notch. So the gear, remember, the gear when are in neutral position, all the gear, this is third, this is fourth gear. Okay, let's put it here. This is fourth gear. And 50 gear, everything gotta be free to rotate. So let's say put a third. So now this is free, the 50 free, but the fourth and all one piece with the shaft. So neutral position is free. So now we put the fourth gear. You see, this is free, this is lock, and the 50 is free. So free. You see, free. So when you put the neutral position, free. So now we put the 50 gear, okay. So we engage the 50 gear. So right now free. So now when we engage, see that the click. So now the fifth gear, it's engaged. We give all the motion the primary shaft, and the fourth gear gotta be free, and the third gear gotta be free. Okay, guys. Now we put in neutral, and the fifth gear turn. So make sure if everything, if you see, if you know, do whatever I did now with the screwdriver, everything will be easy. So put a screwdriver, or if you want to make another long thing with the you know, you can put a piece of bar here. It's even better, the gear support better, it's up to you. So you have the screwdriver, so any gear you remove, the same you remove, the same you put on the screwdriver. So, and do in sequence. So when you have to put everything back, get like you remove, are you from here to here, you transfer from here to here, and everything will be good. So make sure as well the height of the bearing, and don't forget this one at the end. That's it. This is how to remove the gears for H22, Prelude, or Accord from F22 to F23. The same thing. What changes the gears, a couple of stuff. You see, and everything works fantastic. That's it. You can use the bell housing as a support of your, you know, to open and remove your you know, you remove your transmission, remove your gear, and everything is fine. So this video I did just for people, you know, never have put the hand on the transmission. Guys, it's not in the other world. Of course, you have to have some mechanical inclination, but if you don't know what you're doing, it doesn't. If you don't feel comfortable, that's what I'm gonna say. Don't do it. But this video, roughly, we try to help all people you want to do this kind of job on the Honda H22 and F23 transmission. Guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you on the next episode. And I try to do as video I can to help you guys, and as well I want to try to finish my EG Civic. So last time I was almost to finish the car, start the car. So I want to explain it as well, the piston slap of my Civic. As soon as the engine was completely hot, so the knocking disappearing. So disappeared. So ready to do, I shut off the car, ready to do the video. I try to start the engine doesn't start. So, and there was the distributor problem. So the distributor failed, you know, especially when, because now it's hard to find a good distributor. You have everything, what is they sell is just Chinese, but the Chinese guys are garbage. It's the second distributor give me a problem. So now I found a used one, OEM, I hope this will last. So if it doesn't last, as soon as I finish my build everything, I will do column plug. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next episode. Thank you.